Hello everyone. The other day I incurred a serious issue at my house. It nearly caught fire. Yeah. So I stayed home from work to go to the doctor because I got poison ivy rash from doing the yard work, and that didn't surprise me any. So when I got home, I figured, well, I need to wash my bedding because there's probably poison ivy oils in the sheets. So I did that, and when I went to remake my bed later that afternoon, I noticed this outlet glowing red on the inside. And it took a couple of seconds for me to register what it was doing. And this was completely wired wrong. So I will show you what I mean by that. Alright, so this is where the outlet was located. 18 inches from my head. You can see in there the scorch marks. Now you'll see the white neutral with two pieces of white tape around each wire. One that goes in, goes out, but that was where it was chafed a little bit. I had to cut back the black to get past the char. The wire was too long. I don't think that contributed to the issue. Here is the end of line outlet. And I think that this one was wired backwards, because that's the side the hot was on, and it's the same type of outlet. But that, when I match it up here, is not the same side the black was on. The black was on this side because it was the charred wire. And of course I can't tell what color the screws were on that side, but I'm going to guess they were not black or brass. So when this outlet was wired, it had one black wire here and one black wire there. And that is not good because it puts the load across that little bar inside the outlet. So what you want to do is, if you have two blacks in this box and two whites, you want to tie the two blacks together inside the box and bring a pigtail out to the outlet on the correct side. Also, these are standard duty outlets at 15 amps. This is a heavy duty outlet at 15 amps, and you can see that it's constructed very differently. The heavy duty outlet's $2 more than the standard duty outlet, so don't cheap out on electrical stuff. Alright, so I got the new outlet installed on this one. And like I said, black to brass. Saves your... Okay? This outlet was wired wrong. So, next step, I'm going to wrap some tape around this to help insulate it, because we're going into a metal box. Alright, what you'll notice here is I took off more than an inch of wire so I could ensure that it would be good to go when I put it in this box. I'll get that tightened up and put the faceplate back on it. Alright, so I got that one buttoned up. I went ahead and replaced the faceplate because this one broke when I was putting it back. These are nylon, so they won't break. These Bakelite ones or whatever they are, the hard plastic ones, they break too easy when you run the screw in. Anyway, 2 more to go. Alright, so I got my pigtails installed on this one. And we'll get that pushed up in there. I still need to wrap it with tape, but we'll get there. Alright, I've got the wire pushed in. I've got the outlet wrapped in tape. Now I just got to push the rest of the assembly in. Okay, I got this one back in. Here's why I wrapped the outlet with electrical tape, because that brass screw is very close to that metal electrical box. Now, most electrical boxes now for houses are plastic, but these are not. Alright, got that one buttoned up. Okay, this is the 3rd outlet in my bedroom, and it is clearly miswired. That is brass. That is not. So this outlet's clearly behind my dresser, but when you hire someone, if you need help, they better know what they're doing, because miswired outlets will burn the house down. Okay, don't just hire any idiot that walks in off the street. Okay, whoever did this did not know what they were doing. Alright, I got my pigtails made up here, and then I'll put the outlet on. Alright, got this one wired up on the pigtails. Like I said, black to brass saves your ass. Okay, because black is the hot side. That's the wire you don't want to touch when it's live. It makes you say bad words. So one thing I was very shocked to learn on my bedroom circuit was that this lamp in my bathroom is also on the circuit. That doesn't make any sense. This is my living room outlet, and it's on the same circuit. So why would there be different rooms on the same circuit? Clearly somebody did not know what they were doing. Scary, very scary. So I got my living room outlet off. This one's actually correct. The white is to the silver screws and the black is to the brass, but it's still on that conductor bar. So we're going to go ahead and do pigtails and a new outlet. I got the living room receptacle replaced and all the crap moved back, plus all the cat hair, thanks to you, right? Yes. So now I'm going to check to see if I got all of the outlets on this circuit. Oh, lovely. Check this out. This bedroom is on the same circuit. That's scary. Okay, hang on. Good grief. Alright. I can't even get to all the outlets in this bedroom. I think it's behind the shelf. It is. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, well, that was an appalling find that both bedrooms are on the same circuit. I'm surprised we didn't have an issue 5 or 6 years ago, or even sooner, 10 years ago, when we had 4 people living in this house. Anyway, since the breaker did not trip on that last incident where that outlet got orange, I'm changing the breaker. I got the breaker changed out. I also changed out the one above it. I'm not sure where it goes. I thought it went to the living room ceiling fan because I thought the fan was running before I tripped it off, but it wasn't. So I'm not sure where that one goes. I'll have to change the label that I just put on my panel. This is the one for the bedroom I'm in, which is the east bedroom, and the west bedroom, which is scary. So I'm going to turn it back on. I'm not so worried about the outlets in the west bedroom because none of them are being used. So that gives us power back there. I'm going to come back and I'm going to change out these breakers. See, they don't have a trip indicator on the other ones, so I'm going to change these out also. But I will do that after I go into the bedroom and turn the air conditioner back on. Alright, I got all of my breakers updated. I've got most of the circuits labeled. I'm still not 100% sure where this one is or where that one is, 13 or 4. A lot of this house doesn't make sense because I can never figure out what was on circuit 8 or circuit 13. I don't know why they left this one blank. What, you know, why wouldn't you start up here and work your way down? It was scary what I found in the bedroom, especially with the hots, the blacks being on the nickel colored screws and not the brass screws. Black to brass, always black to brass. That's the hot side. Just got lucky, I guess. If you're colorblind, do not do electrical work. Please don't. Find a qualified person who can do it. If you're unsure, find a qualified person who can do it. So, good grief. And if you're not sure, ask. Don't ask the internet. Don't go onto Google and say, hey Google, how should I wire an outlet? And then AI is going to show you something that's probably stupid. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't yet, please do subscribe. It helps my channel immensely. So with that, I will see you later.